As thirst consumed us, the little prince's words echoed, a poignant reminder of friendship's beauty, amidst the desert's vast, unforgiving expanse, where stars twinkled like diamonds and desperation beckoned. Our weary footsteps trudged on, in search of a distant, elusive well. In the moonlit desert, the little prince revealed the beauty of the invisible, a secret that lies hidden, yet throbs and gleams, giving meaning to the stars, the desert, and our hearts. In the moonlit stillness, the little prince's fragile form stirred, his loyalty to a rose shining like a flame, filling my heart with a deep need to protect him from life's fleeting fragility and the chaos of a world in constant motion. As the pulley's melancholy song filled the air, the little prince's thirst was quenched by the sweet, star-kissed water, a treasure born of effort and wonder, a reminder that true beauty lies in simplicity, yet often remains invisible to blind eyes. As sunrise painted the sand with honey hues, the little prince's gentle reminder of a promise stirred a mix of happiness and grief, his laughter and words piercing my heart with a sense of sorrow and longing, a queer melancholy settling in. As the little prince's emotions swirled, he flushed, revealing hidden truths, and I sensed a deep sorrow, a farewell looming, his words laced with a haunting melancholy, foretelling a tragic goodbye. The yellow snake's deadly gaze met the little prince, its presence sparking a desperate retreat before vanishing, leaving the prince shaken, his heart beating like a dying bird, as he whispered of returning home to a place far, far more difficult to reach. As I held him close, his serious gaze seemed lost, his smile tinged with sadness, and I felt an irreparable sense of impending loss, longing to hear his laughter again, a precious spring of joy in the desert, now slipping away. As the little prince prepares to leave, he gifts the narrator with a profound truth, that among the stars, one will hold his laughter, and in its twinkling, their special bond will forever shine, a celestial reminder of friendship and joy. As the little prince's departure loomed, he shared a bittersweet laugh, warning of a painful goodbye, and begged to be left alone, fearing the snake's malicious bite. Yet a comforting thought reassured him, and he vanished into the night. The little prince's poignant farewell, a heartbreaking departure, as he succumbs to the desert's vastness, his spirit soaring among the stars, leaving behind a fragile flower and a lingering memory. As I reflect on our parting, my sorrow is comforted, yet a lingering question remains, echoing through the stars, a haunting mystery. Has the sheep eaten the little prince's precious rose, leaving an eternal uncertainty? In the African desert, a poignant landscape unfolds, where the little prince appeared and vanished, leaving an eternal mark, a bittersweet memory that beckons us to wait, to hope, and to comfort a longing heart under the starry sky. With unrelenting passion, Saint-Exupéry pursued flying, overcoming countless challenges, introspecting on life's meaning, and penning best-selling books until his final fateful mission in 1944, forever leaving his mark on literature with The Little Prince. In the vast sky, a pilot vanished, lost to war's darkness, leaving behind a legacy of wonder, as a young heart once sparked with curiosity, sketching a boa constrictor's mighty swallow, a moment that would forever change his gentle soul. A young boy's masterpiece, a boa constrictor digesting an elephant, was met with confusion and dismissal by grown-ups, crushing his artistic dreams and leading him to pilot airplanes, forever changing his life's trajectory and shaping his disillusioned view of adulthood. In a world of misunderstood souls, a young pilot's life was forever changed by a chance encounter in the Sahara Desert, where a curious voice whispered, "Draw me a sheep," shattering his isolation and sparking a most extraordinary adventure of connection. In the scorching desert, 1,000 miles from humanity, a mysterious little prince appeared, unfazed and calm, asking me to draw a sheep, a request that seemed absurd, yet I felt compelled to obey, despite my lack of artistic skill. And so I drew. In a chance encounter, a young prince's gentle smile and curious nature unfold, as he requests a sheep drawing, rejecting several attempts, until a humble box conceals the perfect, tiny creature, sparking a profound and whimsical connection. As the little prince's laughter echoed, a glimpse of his mysterious past emerged, and I sensed a profound story of distant planets and unknown worlds, hidden behind his gentle, enigmatic smile and his cherished, pocketed treasure, a tiny sheep. In a universe of wonder, a little prince's simplistic joy is revealed as he contemplates his sheep's freedom and the tiny planet he calls home, a world where everything is small and the horizon is never far away, filled with a poignant, quiet beauty. In a world where grown-ups prioritize figures over feelings, a Turkish astronomer's discovery of asteroid B612 was initially dismissed due to his attire, highlighting the absurdity of adult expectations and their misguided values. In a world where adults prioritize figures, a nostalgic narrator reminisces about a little prince, driven by a profound desire to remember a cherished friend and the bittersweet pain of their 6-year separation, and the longing to hold on to memories. As I struggle to recapture my childhood art, the Little Prince's story unfolds, a poignant tale of friendship and wonder, with fragments of his journey and the catastrophe of the baobabs slowly, tenderly revealed through our conversations. The Little Prince's curious mind pondered the fate of tiny baobabs and the importance of sheep consuming them, revealing a deeper concern for the delicate balance between good and bad on his planet, where seeds held secrets and promise. On the Little Prince's home planet, destructive baobab seeds threatened to consume everything, a constant reminder of the importance of discipline and careful maintenance to prevent catastrophe and preserve beauty. On a distant asteroid, a young prince's tale unfolds, of baobabs and sunsets, of wonder and melancholy, where the danger of neglect and the beauty of simple pleasures entwine, revealing the gentle soul of a little prince. As the little prince's heart ached, he chased sunsets, witnessing 44 in one day, his sorrow echoing with each fleeting twilight, a poignant longing that seemed to whisper secrets of his troubled past, and a simple question about sheep and flowers revealed his deepest fears. The little prince's innocent question pierced the air as he sought truth, while I, distracted, offered a careless reply, sparking a poignant rebuke, revealing the depths of his disillusionment with the grown-up world's misguided priorities. The little prince's voice trembles with rage as he defends the significance of a single, unique flower, its beauty and existence, a matter of utmost consequence, a symbol of love and connection in a vast, uncaring universe. On a distant planet, a little prince's heart ached, and I, with comforting words, tried to soothe his sorrow, promising to protect his cherished flower, a unique and miraculous bloom that had captivatingly unfolded its beauty. The rose's coquettish nature unfolded as she revealed herself at sunrise, her beauty captivating the little prince, who tended to her every need, yet soon found himself entangled in her web of vanity and delicate demands. The little prince's love was tainted by doubt as he took the flower's words to heart, rather than basking in her beauty and fragrance, a mistake that filled him with sorrow and regret, for her radiance was lost on his naive heart. With a heavy heart, the little prince bid farewell to his beloved flower, tidying his planet and suppressing tears as he prepared to leave, seeking forgiveness and happiness in a bittersweet departure from the one he loved. The little prince stood bewildered as the flower's quiet sweetness unfolded, revealing a profound love, and with a heavy heart, he bid farewell, embarking on a journey to the asteroids, where he encountered a majestic king, clad in royal purple and ermine, upon a throne. The little prince stood before a king, bewildered by the monarch's simplistic worldview, as the king's pride and need for absolute authority clashed with the prince's weary humility. On a tiny planet, a humble little prince encounters a majestic king, who claims absolute and universal rule, sparking wonder and a deep longing for the beauty of a sunset, a treasure he had left behind on his own small world. The little prince firmly stood before the king, discussing authority and reason, as the king promised a sunset, but only when conditions were favorable, around 20 minutes to 8, leaving the little prince bored and yearning to continue his journey elsewhere. On a desolate planet, a king, weary and old, tasks the little prince with judging himself and a lone rat, weighing life and death in a poignant test of self-reflection and mercy amidst a haunting, isolated landscape. The little prince departed the king's planet, bewildered by grown-ups' strange ways, and landed on a new world, encountering a conceited man who craved admiration reveling in his own self-importance and oblivious to all else. In a world of solitude, the little prince encounters a vain man, a tippler, and a businessman, each lost in their own obsessions, sparking deep dejection and puzzlement in the little prince's heart. A chance encounter between the little prince and a driven businessman, consumed by numbers and deadlines, yet gently coaxed to gaze up at the stars and acknowledge the beauty that lies beyond his world of calculations and consequence. In a vast universe, a businessman claims ownership of 500 million stars, valuing them for the wealth they bring, and justifying his possession with the twisted logic of discovery and patent. The little prince's poignant conversation with a businessman reveals their vastly different perspectives, as the prince tenderly cares for his flower and volcanoes, while the adult merely collects stars on paper, sparking a sense of wonder and gentle criticism. The little prince encountered a lamplighter on a desolate planet, lighting and extinguishing his lamp in an endless cycle, following orders without reason. A poignant existence, a beautiful yet tragic occupation, bringing stars and flowers to life and sleep. On the tiny planet, a lamplighter toils, bound by duty, lighting and extinguishing his lamp every minute. A Sisyphean task, with no rest. His days a blur of 30 minutes, 30 days, a month, lost in fleeting moments of duty and longing. The little prince's journey unfolds, a poignant reflection on human connection, as he encounters a kindred spirit, a geographer, on a vast planet, seeking meaning in the stars and the beauty of 1440 sunsets, a bittersweet longing that tugs at his heart. On a magnificent planet, the little prince's curiosity was met with disappointment, as the geographer, bound to his desk, relied on explorers' tales, scrutinizing their moral character to ensure accuracy, lest false claims sully his records, a meticulous process. In a chance encounter, a geographer eagerly awaits the little prince's tale, but dismisses his precious flower as ephemeral, prioritizing eternal landscapes over fleeting beauty, sparking the prince's innocent yet profound curiosity about life's true significance. The little prince's heart ached, his flower ephemeral, defenseless, and alone, prompting regret as he ventured to Earth, a planet teeming with kings, geographers, and businessmen. A world of staggering numbers and intricate rhythms. In a world of meticulous order, lamplighters from Russia to North America followed a precise routine, except for two, freed from toil, while humanity, though numerous, occupies a remarkably small space on Earth. A truth often lost on self-important grown-ups. On a desolate Earth, a lone little prince encountered a wise snake, sparking a poignant conversation about loneliness, connection, and the vastness of the universe. Under the twinkling stars, with the little prince's distant planet shining like a beacon, the little prince's journey unfolds with a snake's haunting words and a chance encounter with a humble flower, each moment echoing the depths of his own lonely yet resilient heart. In a desolate landscape, the little prince encountered an echo, then a garden of roses, identical to his beloved flower, shattering his illusion of her uniqueness and overwhelming him with sadness and longing. The little prince wept, feeling humble and poor, with only a common rose. Then a wise fox appeared, teaching him about friendship and the profound meaning of being tamed in a gentle yet stirring encounter. In a poignant moment, the fox reveals to the little prince that forming connections brings uniqueness and meaning, as he shares his own monotonous life, yearning for distinction and beauty, like the warmth of the sun shining on his existence. In the wheat fields, a poignant plea unfolds, as the fox yearns to be tamed, seeking a deep connection with the little prince, promising a beautiful friendship, one that requires patience, silence, and gentle daily approach, to blossom into something truly extraordinary and meaningful. In a poignant moment, the fox reveals the beauty of rites, making each day unique. As the little prince prepares to depart, their bond now a bittersweet memory, forever changed by their tender connection. The little prince's rose, once ordinary, became uniquely precious through his love and care, for it is the heart that truly sees, and the time spent on something that makes it essential and invisible to the eye, a simple yet profound secret. As the little prince journeyed on, he pondered responsibility and connection, encountering a switchman who sorted travelers, highlighting humanity's restless pursuit of something more, never satisfied, while children's wonder remained, cherishing simple joys like a treasured rag doll. In a chance encounter, a merchant totes thirst-quenching pills, saving 53 minutes weekly. But the little prince's heart yearns for a serene stroll to a fresh spring, revealing his profound appreciation for life's simple, precious moments. If you enjoyed this summary of The Little Prince, subscribe for more book breakdowns every week.